Hi, everybody, and welcome to Tea Tuesday. And I like to say, please go check out the other channels. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Tea Tuesday. It started with Kathy of Kathy's Favorite Things and Patty, Life with Patty, and Hey Ames. Hey Ames, I believe, Ames started first, and then Kathy and Patty took over. If you'd like to join in on this collaboration, just do all lowercase #Tea Tuesday. Yep, that's it. I'll put everything in the description box below. And if you don't see everything, there's something that says more. Always hit that more, because that will tell you everything that's in the description box. So that's that. And what I'm drinking today is sweet tea from McDonald's. I bought two. See, I had that this morning, but I wanted to make sure I was in the city. I had some for later today, so I bought another one. And I'd like to say thank you to Bernie for this. Thank you, Bernie. She sent me a little something to get sweet tea at McDonald's for Tuesday. Thank you, thank you. I am so enjoying it. You know me. This is unsweetened tea, though, with it's called unsweetened, but I have them put just a dab of whatever they use for sweetener. I don't know what it is, but I just tell them just one of those little packets. So that's what I'm having. You can have hot tea, cold tea. It can be formal tea or informal tea, whatever you would like. But me, I like my iced tea. I don't care what kind it is. It tastes good. So cheers to you and myself. Oh, so good. Now, another thing before we get reading Mr. Twiddle, I like to show you. This is my first pair of earrings on the cricket that I made. I just need more time and a little more experience and a little more tweaking. And this is fox leather. Let me hold it up like this. Just like that. And they got a little bit of craft and pearl, a tiny pearl in the center, but that's my first attempt. And the wires are sterling silver, and the little rings, they came with a sterling silver packet, but I have a whole bunch that I'm not sure if they are sterling or not, but I am going to try to use all sterling silver. So what do you think? I think I'm going to sell my earrings, and I think I'm going to charge, don't hold me to it, but I think I'm going to charge $5 if I can get them to go through the mail with regular mail. And if not, I'll have to charge $6. I'll do a dollar extra for mailing. So what do you think? I'm going to be making different styles, but that's my first one. Tell me, what do you think? Either yay or nay down in the comments. Okay, now let's get going. Phew, now we got all that out of the way. And I woke up this morning, it was 43. It stayed 49 for just about the whole time I was down in the city with my dad, because today was Dad's Day, and I take him to do everything that he needs to do. And it's an hour drive down and an hour drive back. And now it's 55 degrees. It feels like summer. Don't be silly, Mr. Twiddle. There you have it right there. I filled you in on everything. Deep breath, sweet tea makes things all better. Love, love, love. Okay, what kind of trouble's Mr. Twiddle going to get into? Oh boy, I don't know. This is a new chapter. Mrs. Twiddle's necklace. Oh no. Mrs. Twiddle had a sister called Julie. And one day on Mrs. Twiddle's birthday, Julie sent her a bead necklace. Mrs. Twiddle was delighted with it. She showered it proudly to Twiddle. "Look, Twiddle," she said, "did you ever see such a dear little beads? All different colors and sizes and shapes. Julie must have threaded this pretty necklace herself. She always was clever one with her hands." "Very nice, dear, very nice indeed," said Twiddle. "It will look beautiful with the new dress I've given you." It did. It went with it very nicely, and Mrs. Twiddle enjoyed going out to tea in her new dress, wearing a string of tiny colored beads around her neck. She was really proud of her new necklace and liked it very much. One day, just as she was going out shopping, the necklace broke. Oh no. Mrs. Twiddle was dreadfully upset. Some of the beads were left on the string, but most of them went tumbling and bouncing all over the floor. "Oh, look at it now," Mrs. Twiddle in dismay. "Twiddle, come and pick them up for me, quick. I can't stop or I shall miss the bus." "Certainly, love, certainly," said Twiddle, folding up his newspaper carefully and getting out of his chair. "Dear, dear, what a pity. But don't you worry now. I'll find every one of the beads, and you can take them to the jeweler and get them properly, re-threaded. Twiddle, be sure you put them somewhere safe when you found them all," said Mrs. Twiddle, putting on her hat. "Now don't you put them somewhere silly, where I shall find them. Put them in a little jug on the dresser." I can see what's going to happen. Can you? "That would be a good place for them." "All right, dear," said Twiddle, busy hunting for the beads on the floor. "Goodbye. Don't miss the bus. I'll have all the beads found and put away safely by the time you come back." Mrs. Twiddle hurried off to catch her bus. Twiddle went on looking for the beads. It was astonishing how far they had bounced and rolled. The cat came strolling in as she was hunting for them and was astonished but pleased to find Twiddle on all four on the floor. She had an idea. I'm sorry, lost my place. He meant to play with her, so she playfully leaped at him, knocking about 20 beads out of his hand as she did so. "Just the sort of silly thing you would do," said Twiddle, staring at the cat in disgust. "Go away. I never knew such a cat for coming in when it wasn't wanted. Go and catch mice." The cat understood the word mice and ran about excitedly looking for one. Oh, Mr. Twiddle, getting into Twiddle's way in a most annoying manner. Every time he put his hand under the sofa or chair to get a bead, the cat put her paw and patted at him so that he kept dropping the bead. "Go away," he said to the cat. "Who can pick up with beads with you bothering around like this? My gracious, what a lot there. They're all over the place. I shall never find them all with you coming and rolling around." The cat felt that Twiddle was not really pleased with her company, so she strolled out, tail in the air. Twiddle was glad. Now he could find the beads quickly, put them away, and sit down to read his paper. He found all he could and stood up with them safe in his hand. Now, where did Mrs. Twiddle tell me I could put them? "Ah, in that jug on the dresser, of course," said Twiddle. He went to the dresser, reached up, popped all the beads into the jug, but they didn't make the little rattling noise he expected to hear. So he reached down the jug and looked into it. It was half full of milk. Oh, Twiddle, brother, now he would have to empty the milk into the flat pan and scrape out all the beads and dry them. Mrs. Twiddle wouldn't be at all pleased to see them swimming in the milk. So Twiddle poured the milk into a flat enamel pan and then went to get a spoon to scrape out the beads. The cat came in. The cat came in when he was getting the spoon and saw the milk in the plate. How nice of Twiddle to set out such milk for her, she thought. She jumped up on the table and began lapping it. Twiddle heard her and was angry. He shooed her away. You again, always interfering. I supposed you swallowed half the beads. The cat thought that Twiddle was most unreasonable that afternoon. She went to the windowsill, sat down in the sun, and began to wash herself slowly and thoroughly, watching Twiddle out of her bright green eyes as she did so. Stare all you like, silly animal, said Twiddle, who was not fond of the cat. It was not my fault the beads went into the milk. It's Mrs. Twiddle's. She should have remembered there was milk in the jug. Twiddle got all the beads out and carefully dried them. He emptied the milk back into the jug, spilling quite a lot on the floor as he did so. You can lick that up, he told the cat. It will save me getting cloth to wipe the mess. But the cat had had enough. Oh, Twiddle, that afternoon she felt quite certain that as soon as she leaped down to lap up the spilt milk, Twiddle would send her away again. So she took no notice and went on washing herself. You really are a most annoying and disobedient cat, said Twiddle. Most disobeying. Now I've got to wipe up the mess myself. When he had wiped it up, he stared at the little pile of beads. What should he do with them? Where would be a safe place? Where there would be a safe place? He looked at the dresser. What about putting them in another jug? But there was no jug there. They were all in the larder. Well, what about the teapot? That's even a better place, thought Twiddle, and he took it down from the shelf. He put the beads into it, then put the lid on it. There now, they're certainly safe. Isn't that good? He took up the newspaper, sat down in his chair, and began to read. He had a very peaceful time till Mrs. Twiddle came back. Oh, wow. He's had it now. I think this is a good stopping point. I don't want to make this video extremely long. We are 3/4 of the way through the book. We've got just this little bit more to go. What are we going to read after this? I don't know. But I want to thank you for coming along while I read Don't Be Silly, Mr. Twiddle, and having tea with me. I don't know what you're drinking, but I love my sweet tea. Look, I'm making it last as long as I can. Please leave a comment down below on what you think's going to happen with Mr. Twiddle and the beads, and what you think of the earrings I'm making and the price. Please comment down below. Share out my videos. And if you're not subscribed, hit that bell because you never know what's going to be on my videos. Have a great day. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow for Grammy's DT meals and snacks. Bye now.